Hey guys, Heavy Arms 45 here. Now, I know this was a couple weeks ago that I did this, but I had did a video talking about it's gone. And like I figured, I didn't get much comments on it. But I did hear from one of my friends that the video they hadn't even looked at the video. So thanks for not looking at my video, but um just from the comment of saying that it said RIP baby making music, I was saying that it was dead. And the person, which is one of my friends, said that it's not dead. You just have to search for it. Well, that's like saying that, you know, the blues is not dead. And it's not dead. But you have to search for it. If you have to search for it, that means that it's not as prevalent as you say. So when I'm saying that it's gone, like I said at the beginning of the video, when I did it, doesn't mean that it's completely like you'll find little scraps of people that still try to make music, but it's not as prevalent. I think is what I was trying to say before. But that is not what I'm talking about today. Today is not about baby making music or anything like that. I decided I'm gonna go ahead and give y'all a versus battle. I haven't did that in probably about a month, maybe a little bit more. And this one is probably late. um it's during a time where these two, they're very popular characters, but they're not. If I probably would have hit it while the iron was still hot, it might be a little bit more interesting. But I'm going to put Shield versus Shield. So I'm putting Nafumi from um Rise of Shield Hero against Maple from. I don't like taking damage, so I put all my points into defense. Now, they're not the same premise. Maple goes into a virtual world, and Nafumi is stuck in another world. So it's not the same thing, but they both are two shield people. Nafumi being a person who was transported through magic into this other world where he is trying to save this world from evil monsters that are randomly coming in. Well, not randomly, they know when they're coming, but basically defending this world against evil creatures. And um with his allies Raptalia and Philo and the princess and all this stuff, he's able to take care of a lot of things. On the other side, you have Maple, who is, I'm starting to feel this not fair in my mouth. Sorry. She is basically a walking tank. No attack hurts. Well, not no attack hurts her, but she can basically take just about any attack without really dying. She basically has all these different forms of, like, she has her angel form, she has her demon form or monster form, whichever one you want to say. She has her Met King form or Met Queen, whichever one you want to call her. But the power that she has is called Met King. Uh, she has her poison form. She has all this different stuff that basically is making her a complete tank to where part of me says that Nafumi would lose automatically. But I have to think about different things. Like, Nafumi has a poison resistance, so her poison abilities would not work on him. Now, her shield abilities, now that's a different story. Now, Nafumi is not indestructible. He can take damage. He actually, like, in his story, this is his life. It's not like in Maple's world where basically she can tap somebody and they constantly do this. But also at the same time, Nafumi has several different shields that he can go through. Plus, he has the curse powers that he has that allows him to take on a more vengeful mode. Now, at the same time as I'm saying this, also, I have to say that I do have Nafumi at a disadvantage. Nafumi does not have a lot. He doesn't have a lot of offensive ability. Um, A lot of times he plays as he is the shield hero to Raftalia and Philo actually attacking people. Now he has a couple things that can actually help, like his dog shield, his ghost shield, and stuff like that. And to be honest with you, it's you're having Nafumi go against a tank, somebody who has a lot of unbeatable forces behind her. Wow, he has the smarts. He is very quick on his wits. He's able to figure out things quickly. So he or fairly quickly. He is a so he should be able to figure out some way to deal with a majority of Maple's abilities. It's like I can see Maple trying to, because Maple's go-to thing isn't always to use her shield, but to try and use her poison, because her poison ability is so strong that um she basically can kill most people in just a flood of poison. Do you remember the octopus that they were supposed to fight, and she just turned the whole water into a giant poison vat that killed him? Yeah, no, it wasn't octopus. It was like a squid. So she basically did that. Uh, she is very. I won't say she's accidentally strong. Like she doesn't try to do something, so it just happens. But I'm not saying she's stupid. She knows how to use what she has, but how she gets it, she's not quick with it. She's like she's an elementary school kid, and for the most part, I won't say she's like 12 or 13. So she's not really trying to do anything like use higher brain function for the most part. She does what she feels is necessary and that we should do. Now, Fumio is on the other side, has dealt with people that are bigger and stronger than him in some cases, more powerful, and he's found ways to make it out of it. Um, Nafumi maybe could, since she has a way to turn into the monster and all this stuff. He has his double shield. He has he might be able to get that whole demon form she has into the Iron Maiden. I don't see her using her angel form because besides the wings, the angel form would do nothing for her. Her angel form kind of helps everyone else because it gives her the ability to put her shielding ability on everyone else around her. Um, Going back to what I normally do also in conversation like this, I used to say if these two would ever fight. No, I don't. If these two ever ran into each other, I want to clarify that I don't see Nafumi and Maple ever actually get into a fight because there's no reason for them to get in a fight. He's trying to save the world so he can go home, and she's just enjoying playing the game. Now, unless I guess if they made to where he was a quest that she had to basically defeat as a boss character, which would not be likely. That's possible, but in their actual worlds, no, I don't see them fighting each other. But Nafumi, like I said, is quick with it. He's able to basically figure things out. He might not be able to like beat her shield abilities, like what happened before. But he might be able to like find other ways of not dealing with her defense but attacking her directly. Um but don't get me wrong, her shield ability is strong. She has the paralyzing ability, which if I remember correctly, because she hadn't used that when in her anime itself when she was first going against those animals, going against all those creatures, she can kind of like just put her little dagger that she gets for being I want to say heavy shield, tower shield wielder, and she closed it and it instantly paralyzed everybody, well, all the monsters around her. And I don't know what level. I don't know if though it was conditional on what level the person was that she was fighting or what, but since then she has gotten more advanced abilities. Um, Going through all the stuff she has, I'm trying to think of anything like really besides her sure defensive force, where she is, like I said, a tank with a lot of defense. The only thing I could think of is like Nafumi's uh shield that basically eats at people's MP. But I don't really know if her MP would really matter. And also, by saying I'm doing this, I'm taking away from technically both of them, but it's hurting more Nafumi than it would Maple. Because with Nafumi, I'm taking away Raftalia and Philo. With Maple, I'm taking away her turtle. Her turtle is an essential part of her character. Like being able to have it, because it is a support creature. But if I did that, I would also have to put Philo in there. And Philo is an independent creature of her own. So I'm feeling like I can't have both of them have their almost kind of like two spellcasters with their familiars. I can't have them with their familiars because their familiars change the game completely. Like Philo literally is the next queen of the Florians. So like I don't know if that means that she will be able to summon more Florians if she wanted to. I don't know what that means when it comes to how that will also change what Nafumi could do, because with him being able to tell Philo what to do and her own independent way of doing things, it would change some of the stuff. Now, the thing that kind of twists everything up is really their both their special abilities. Like the most vulnerable moment I want to say that I see that uh Nafumi could take advantage of is if she decided to take the demon form. Because the demon form, she has no shield. She's just a giant monster. Yes, she's a bit scary monster. But at the same time, with her having that, because, like I said, she is a tank for any other time. And she still technically has not lost any of her tankiness in her demon or slash monster form. But Nafumi could, like he did with that priest, use that sacrificial blood curse ability where he could like chain her up and like have all those like looking like chain dragon jaws like close up on each part till finally eating her whole, and it I want to say it sucked up the priest's blood. But it also at the same time almost killed Nafumi. So it's kind of like if that happened, it would be a dual loss. But like I said, it's a hard one to say who would win, because both of them have a very strong, like, it's basically brawn versus wits in this fight. And Maple is the most brawnest person in this story, because you're talking about Nafumi has to go against rockets. He has to go against a monster. He has to go against an unbelievable amount of shield defense. Um, and I don't know. We've never seen Nafumi's shield break down, but I don't know how much damage his shield could take, because I don't know how much damage literally, because, and I don't want to say that Maple is a gimmick character, but you don't really know how much damage her shield does. We just know that most of the time when someone is just like tapped by her shield, it does a good amount of damage. At least at like the second episode of the show, she just taps somebody with it and their character went away. Like I said, the poison damage that she normally does would be un it would not affect Nafumi, because we've seen Nafumi eat berries that they make alcohol out of, and they said 3 of those would kill a normal person, and he's eating them like they're grapes. So I highly doubt that her poison would affect him at all really. Um, but I can see Nafumi trying to find a way. I'm not gonna say that he will um find a way to get to her defense. Um, Even if it is just using like double shield and all this other stuff. Um, I and this is me really trying to give him a way out. And like I said, it's a close fight to me. It whichever way this goes, it will be a close fight. And I would love to get y'all opinion on what y'all think. But I really am trying to give Nafumi the win. I want Nafumi to be able to win. But I love my Maple too much. Now I have to say that Maple will win because of all the variant things that she has. Whether it's her demon form, her angel form, where she can fly and like probably do a flyby attack and ram him with her shield, or her ability um her ability to turn into a mech warrior. Basically, she has lasers, missiles, monsters teeth. She has her actual shield. She has, like I said, the ability to paralyze him with just like closing her sword up. She has I don't she has all these other abilities that she has that literally make it to where she is a powerful force for anyone to mess with. And it's not saying that it will be an easy fight for Maple to win. I feel like kind of like how in the end of the first season of her show, I think Nafum will give her a challenge to where, like, if it doesn't almost like kill her, it'll be really close to it. I mean, if it didn't almost kill her, or if it didn't kill her, it'd be very close. Um, Now, and part of me wants to try and be in the idea of fairness, so because he doesn't have so much, bring Raftali and everybody in. But if I did that, that's a 3-on-1, and that's not fair. So then I would have to bring in people from Maple's side, and I would have to bring in Sally. I'd have to bring in her turtle, you know. And let's say I just put those into there. That still is not fair to Nafumi because now, first of all, I do have to say there is a slight disadvantage for not Nafumi, but for Maple, because Maple has no running ability. She is basically all she can do is walk unless she go into her angel mode, and she can fly at that point. But other than that, she has no real maneuverability, really. So it's bringing in Sally and her turtle um makes it to where she doesn't, I mean, like, she didn't have speed. She has her turtle that can deal with nature and like bring out it shoots lasers itself, has the power over nature, or is that she has the power of nature. I think both of them, like, she uses the power of nature through her turtle sometimes. Um so yeah, it's just there's so much stuff that if I try to like even it out, it's still Maple would have a time on hand, and Nafumi would almost certainly have to retreat or would probably lose because of all the stuff that you have to deal with in one person. Um, and I wish there was more. It's kind of like the Rimuru Irons fight again. It's like there's so much stuff that you have to deal with one person that it's kind of like it's kind of looks it on paper it looks unfair, but when you really think about it, there are some distinct abilities that are nullified by things. Like if I had uh if I had Maple go against Rimuru, He also has a poison immunity. So, it's the same thing. But I wouldn't dare have her go against Rimuru, because I'm seeing what's Rimuru doing now when things get interesting. I hope you're enjoying season 2 of the time I got reincarnated slime. Can't wait for season 3 of Maple Story. I can't wait till season 3 of Rise of Shield Hero. When are we getting this? Can't wait to see. I hope y'all enjoyed this versus battle, and I'll catch y'all